Hello everyone and welcome to round 1 of the Motoring Club of Barbados 2023 Championship. Titled Spring Blaze, this first round would provide both day and night action on the high-speed Kendal to Drax Hall 7km stage. The event would not only set itself as the calendar's first event, but also be the first opportunity for drivers such as Geoffrey Panton and Rob Swan to turn a wheel on newly acquired machinery, in this case, both settling for the R5 Skoda Fabia to compete within the second rendition of the R5 Championship. While some teams finalised prep for the stages under the watchful eye of the scrutineering team, we had a brief and frank chat with Dane Skeet to get his views on all of the chatter related to his decision to stick with his WRC Subaru over the emerging and more dominant R5 formula.
It's clear that it's going to become the dominant car. It should be the dominant car already. But why have still works? So instead of me spending upon the money to get in a different car, I will continue to use what I have.
A closer look now at the stage and event, which would consist of 4 timed runs in one direction of the 7km stage. It would start in the Kendal Woods area, thereafter through the infamous Duck Pond and finish in the Drax Hall. Now, with that in mind, let's crack on and have a look at the top 10 for the day. First on the stage and first overall would be Dane Skeet, but not as convincingly as expected, as Dane would only secure 2 fastest runs from the day's event. Putting in an impressive drive was the 2022 R5 champion Stuart Maloney, who would fall short of first overall by just 1 second behind Skeet, and in front of his closest R5 rival by 3 seconds. As if he'd been driving his newly acquired Skoda for more than just the one day, Rob Swan would surprise us all with being the fastest driver on the first run and securing a 3rd overall in his first outing. Another impressive drive for a first outing would be Geoffrey Panton, who would secure a 5th overall and 3rd in group. Here is Jeff tackling the stage on his 3rd run, which would be his fastest of the day and also catching fellow competitor Josh Reed. With a steady progression through the day, Mark Maloney would improve from his first time by 7 seconds, which would best him as 4th in the group. Sixth overall would be Roger Hill in his R5 Skoda Fabia, who based on his 2022 performance was certainly still yet to shake off the downtime rust. Finding it difficult to set a proper time throughout the day and night, Josh Reed would only be able to secure a 7th overall and 6th in 8th overall and 1st in Modified 2 would be Neil Corbin in his Toyota GT86. Neil would keep the pace up for most of the event, though less flamboyantly than in his Toyota Starlers, it must be said. On the limit and putting in one of the most impressive drives of the day, especially since his last outing ended in a heavy crash, Tremaine Ford Catwell would confidently secure 9th overall and 1st in Super Modified 1. Fresh from receiving his BMF Champions Award for winning the BRC 2022 Champion Driver, Edward Corbin would round up the top 10 and convincingly take first in Modified 1. So, having seen the top 10, here are a closer look at the overall times. Back to the action, and definitely stepping out of his comfort zone for 2023. Salomon Issouf would be out for the first time in his Citroën C2 Max, which proved to be much of a handful throughout the day, albeit allowing him to secure 11th overall and first in Super Modified 2. MCBI 2022 Drivers' Champion, Sean Corbin, ended the day with a respectable drive second in Modified 2 ahead of a quality field of drivers, truly showing that he was again the man to beat this season. Ahmed Issouf, or becoming more affectionately known as the Entertainment Officer, would take overall honours of the Modified 3 group, even though plenty of time was used entertaining the crowd and after only being able to complete 2 runs. Right behind Ahmed would be Kevin Armstrong, who had come second in Modified 3 and 14th overall. Second in Modified 1 and waving the Honda flag proudly was Paul Innes, who improved throughout the day and into the night. Finishing first in Clubman 2 would be Ryan Wood, despite only being able to put in 2 runs due to other commitments. First time out in his newly acquired Honda Civic was Jeff Knoll, who looked right at home in this car and would be able to secure 3rd in Modified 2 and 17th overall. Horatio Brown was hot on the pace from the word go, but certainly had his spills and thrills throughout the day. In doing so, we'd see him securing 3rd in the Modified 1 group. Another Ireland returnee was George Sherman, his Mitsubishi Evo, who would be the lone competitor and overall winner of Modified 4. First in Clubman 1 in his Mitsubishi Colt was Kyle Gill, who clearly showed the most improvement from the 2022 season. Lone female competitor and 3rd in Clubman 2 would be Nataya Sudin, who would capture her fastest time on her 2nd run of the day. And last but certainly not least, and coming first in Historic 2 and rounding up the overall results, was veteran driver John Corbin. That rounds up the action for this year's Spring Blaze, and as per usual, thank you for watching Red 265 Motorsport. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to see more rally content. I am Chris Reardon, and thank you very much for watching.